So a couple of weeks back, I actually made banana bread with Garri, and I posted it on my social media platforms except on YouTube. And you guys, the backlash I collected because of this recipe was a lot. But the funny thing about this recipe is that it is so good, and when you try it, you wouldn't even know that it was made with Garri. Friends, if you want to learn how I make banana bread with Garri, then keep watching. Don't touch that dial, okay? First things first, I want to welcome you. If this is your first time of stopping by, you guys, thank you so much for stopping by, okay? Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to officially join Uzoms Kitchen family. Like our videos, and yes, share to your friends, your family, anyone you want to learn new things, okay? Trust me, my page, you see a lot of great and new recipes that you won't see any other place. Yes, you learn something new whenever you come to Uzoms Kitchen, and today's recipe is a proof that you always learn something new on here. Don't forget to check our previous videos, to see so many amazing recipes that I have for you and that you would want to try at home. And if you're not new, thank you for always. I really do love you guys. Now let us hop right into today's recipe. First things first, I am gonna be blending my Garri. Yes, so bring out your Garri and just blend it. You guys, please make sure your blender is good enough to blend this, okay? I'll be blending mine, and in total this took me about 2 minutes thereabout to get a very fine texture, okay? So all I did was just put my Garri in my blender and blend it all through. Friends, whatever you do, please make sure to blend your Garri first. It is so important, okay? You don't want to use your Garri the normal way it is. You want to break through, all those lumpy and moldy Garri, okay, to get a better and finer texture. Friends, please do not miss it. If you're going to try this recipe, then you really do want to follow it step by step, okay? Trust me, if you follow it, you would come out with something really good. You will not even have an idea that it was Garri that you made with banana bread, okay? So please follow through, okay? Now the next thing I'm gonna do is just to be sieving my Garri flour. Now I'm calling it Garri flour because in place of the normal flour we're gonna be using, we'll be using this Garri. So please sieve it to get a finer texture. This is so important because this sieving removes the lumpy part that is really hard and didn't want to blend, or that would have taken a longer time to blend. The sieving process helps you to get the better and finer texture. Please do not miss it, okay? Friends, touching that Garri gave me so much joy because the texture was so fine, and I just kept touching it. It felt really smooth in the hand, and I could just imagine soaking Garri with this, or I was just imagining a lot of things because it was just fine and really nice and beautiful to look upon. Yes, trust me, it was really nice and fine, okay? Now let's go to the next phase of our Garri banana bread. What you want to do right now is to mash up your overripe bananas. You guys, whenever I want to make banana bread, I usually buy bananas and I just leave it to get not just ripe but way overripe in my fridge. Yes, you guys, the riper your bananas, the sweeter your banana bread is. Trust me, I have tried this several times and I can tell you categorically, the riper your bananas are, the sweeter your banana bread will come out. In fact, the riper your bananas are, the lesser sugar you would need in when making your banana bread. Please let me say it again. The riper your bananas are, the lesser the sugar you will need when making your banana bread. Yes, I have tried this several times and I can tell you that is a fact. Okay, now go right ahead, add your, you can either use your melted butter, or here I use my oil, just my vegetable oil. Okay, and you guys can see the quantity of sugar I use, not so much, just little, just to, you know, add to the taste and all of that. That's because my banana was really overripe. Okay, now I also went ahead to add, cracking 2 eggs into this, and all I'm gonna do right now is just to mix it together to bring this to, you know, mix and marry, you know, together. That's the bananas, the eggs, the sugar, and, you know, just bring it to combine. That's what the mixing would help you to achieve. Next up, I'm going to be adding my baking soda to the mixture, as well as my salt. Friends, please add your salt, not so much, but enough, you know, to bring out the taste of your baking. It is so important. I see people don't add salt. I also went ahead to add my vanilla flavor, but I used here vanilla bean paste. You can just use your normal regular vanilla flavor. That's okay. Those ones they sell in bottles, you know, you can use that as well. It's fine, totally fine. Now all I'm gonna do is to bring this to a mix again, and then it is time for me to introduce my liquid. That is, I'm gonna be using milk. Okay, you can go ahead and use water, but I've noticed that using milk in your banana bread hits different. You guys, when I say I've noticed something, that means I've tried it with and without. Okay, and I can tell you categorically that when you use your milk for your banana bread, oh my god, it adds a lot of yumminess to it. Yes, you can take this to the bank. If you know, you know. And me, oh, I know. Okay. Now bring this to a mix to marry all of the ingredients and flavors. Friends, I noticed something. You guys know that when you drink Garri, it goes well with groundnuts, it goes well with coconut. Okay, so I'm like, okay, since we're making this with Garri, since this banana bread is being made with Garri, let me add groundnuts, that is your peanuts, okay, and coconuts. That's why I added these 2 things, because I really enjoy it in my regular Garri. Nigerians, we know this, that Garri and coconut, they go very well. That's why I added it. Okay, so please don't miss it. Add that Garri and your ground peanuts. Okay, now bring it to a mix, and it's time to introduce the odogu of the show, our blended Garri. Yes, friends, add it, no fear, na me send you. Add your Garri, and yes, I'm gonna be mixing this with my mixer, or you can use your spatula or anything you have. Okay, I wanted to use this particular one because I wanted it to be quick. You know, Garri swells. Okay, so I was really trying to be fast at this point, so I don't, you know, just leave it, you know, and it starts swelling and swelling. You know, I was doing this afraid. I've never seen this done anywhere. Okay, this is the first of its kind, so I was literally trying to hurry up, knowing fully well that Garri swells when there's water in it. Okay, so that's why I use this particular mixer. I used it for a few seconds to a minute, and then I noticed that the Garri was becoming too strong. I quickly added a little bit of water, and I mixed it, you know, thoroughly again with my whisk. And friends, this Garri is ready to be baked. I was very fast at this moment. If you notice, I was really fast because I wanted it to get into the oven. Please note that my oven was already on, preheated. Okay, because once this hits the oven, let it just start cooking immediately. All I did right now was just oil my pan and pour in that Garri banana bread mixture inside there. Okay, I was really fast, trust me. This whole process, I had to be very fast because I already told you I didn't want it to swell and get strong. I needed it to start baking immediately. Okay, don't be scared, friends, trust me on this one. Now mold this to look nice on top. You can go ahead and add, you know, more peanuts and coconuts. Friends, I plan to add that on top, but because I was trying to hurry up so this thing gets into the oven, I forgot. Okay, so if you have extra peanuts and coconut or any other toppings of choice, you can even add your chocolate chips and all of that. Just add it there and hurriedly put it inside the oven to allow it to bake. This is what it looks like. Friends, I did this afraid. I was so scared. I'm like, God, I hope I've not wasted my money. I hope I've not wasted my money. But thank God I do things afraid, because I wouldn't have known I could actually bake a full cake, banana bread with Garri. Friends, it was so amazing. After 45 minutes or thereabouts, our bread was ready. You guys, I brought it out and I was amazed. I could not believe that I actually made this with Garri. You guys, if you want to try any recipe, please do try your hands on this, then come back to my comment section and let me know what you think. I promise you won't even know it's Garri. Now, I didn't tell anybody anything in my family that this was made with Garri. I didn't tell anybody, but I shared it regularly to everybody in my house, and all of them had it and came back for more. Nobody knew. When they had finished eating it, and I told them, do you guys know that it was banana bread made with Garri that you guys just had? And literally no one believed me until I showed them the video that this cake was actually made with Garri. Friends, in 2024, open your minds up to trying new things. The foods we are currently enjoying are the foods that someone somewhere sat down and thought about and created them. Those are the foods we are actually enjoying now. So if we are not open-minded, to try out new things, we might never make, or create new foods that our children and generations to come are going to enjoy. I'm the proud creator of this particular recipe, and I can tell you it is so good. You will never believe it was made with Garri. Friends, please try this recipe and come back. Make sure you come back. Make sure you come back to tell me that how good you enjoyed this and how good it was basically. Hey my friends, my name is Uzoms the Billionaire, and I really want to say thank you for watching today's recipe. I really do appreciate you. Remember to subscribe, like this video and share. I love you, but Jesus loves you most.